Hello, beautiful Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading. This is going to be your reading for the next 12 months about money, career, success. And we're going to start out by pulling your symbols and see what they will show us. First, as a guideline, this can be about something that you should be avoiding or should be aware of. And then we're going to jump into your coffee cup. Let's see the symbols. We have a bag, something important such as a new job or a raise. We love to see that. A rainbow, the most difficult part of a situation is over. And wealth comes in as a big concept and a position of authority. Okay, guys, one of the best readings so far. Let's see what the cup is showing us for you. This reading is intended for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We have 3 tiers of joy. So if you have any of those in your chart, it can resonate with you. And if this doesn't resonate, go ahead and watch the Moon, Rising, and the other signs as well. I have here okay, this is a bag or a box appearing. We have a bag coming forward. This is an approval of that. You can see like this part of the bag right here, right there. So this is something important as the timeline wise coming forward, maybe within the first and the second month here, which is opening up a pathway. This kind of reminds me also of the genie with the letter T on his chest coming out of the bottle, the magic lamp. The genie can be symbolizing someone who has a position of authority. T can be symbolizing the throne here, authority, but this can also be in this person's first name or the last name. What happens here is this is a very bright scene, and I feel like you're going to start the year with a gift or an offer, something that will be positive growth coming into your life. And this will lead to a pathway or maybe a person who already gained the wealth and the authority and maybe a good example for you, or this can be someone that you're going to start working together with. Overall, after that, there is a bright sunshine, a legal contract, tabula rasa, a clean slate coming forward. So this relationship can really help you to start anew when it comes to material success. I even see here someone on the boat right there, like rowing the boat away, which the boat that we see in the it reminds me of the 6 of Swords. This is from choppy waters to the calmer shores. Maybe you are in a situation, in a place at this time that you really want to leave that space. It seems like that good day is coming. You're going to be able to sail towards a new day, a better environment, which is if this is a stressful environment, the new place is going to be something that has a lot of peace. But the thing is, though, I see there's an also internal chaos manifesting itself within maybe the 4th month or so, because it can be too peaceful for your liking, Sagittarius. It doesn't mean that you like drama. This means that you might want excitement, but you're confusing these two together, okay? There's also clarification coming about that. I see here a whirl, like a circle, kind of reminds me of the shell of the snail, which I think we see that line in Fibonacci numbers. And I heard somewhere that Fibonacci number is actually a representative of the math in the natural world, which there's a phoenix rising above it. I feel like there's a natural reset happening in your life when that time comes, that if you have any chaos or if you're used to chaos, there's going to be a natural reset happening. Will reset how you see things, how you observe things, and how you understand, or maybe even how you process things, okay, when it comes to material wealth. This can also be like embody, or maybe like picking up a practice that will increase what's coming in your way and whatever you already have in your hand, which I heard that gratitude is a very good practice, will be helpful for you to grow the things that you want to grow. The seeds will be watering your seeds, material seeds, massively. And that changing 2 phoenixes even. There's another phoenix right there rising. Might be you transforming through fire, which is your own element, will be helping you to rise from this ashes, okay? So it seems like you're overall starting the year very well and receiving a good bag, a good opportunity, maybe a gift of financial support. And that will be also bringing a genie, which is your desire, into your life. That's what the genie is. Genie doesn't have to be a person, can be, but it can be a situation resolving itself. And right after that is sailing from choppy waters to the calmer shores, that there are 2 phoenixes rising, closing a chapter and opening up a new one. When it comes to 6 months timeline, there's a pathway opening leading towards phone lines here. The pathway can be an offer for you to travel, okay? But this is not a far away travel. This is probably be really close to you in your comfort zone that you're going to go and see something that will really excite you, because I see here like a creature with massive eyes. It's just gonna pop your eyes out. It's something very exciting and clean and clear, because we have very light energy following that, and it is connecting you to also, there are two pathways. This is not really one single pathway. It kind of looks like a hippodrome. I don't know what's that called, hippodrome, or like where the horse is actually running the track, probably. And this is and there's a horse running in the track right here, as you can see. This can be your horse that you played on, and it doesn't have to be like in the literal sense. It can be like something that you have invested in. It's actually going to reappear in front of you, and you're going to start seeing that, okay, this is going to, maybe what is coming from that is going to help you overcome a very hard, difficult situation. It can be an investment that you put in on the side, or this can be a skill that you have, because horse riding is a skill. It's not like we don't bring that from birth. So it can be something, that a skill that you're using very professionally, because in those kind of big tracks, those kind of rides, races are professional. When you start applying yourself professionally, you might actually resolve a situation and complete a race. Maybe if you're in a race for a long time now, that race is coming to an end with victory, because I see here that there's a clean new slate also appearing there, okay? Another thing I see during the 9th month timeline, there's a volcano, but it's not really erupting. There are people inside of it. You can see there's someone inside of it. He is wearing like a crown right there. He has another queen on top of his head. There are negotiations happening. It's a closed environment, so this can be like maybe negotiations happening in a closed environment with family and friends. There are people that are close to you. You're going to negotiate certain things, or it can be a company, a closed company. Maybe they owe you something. They might be talking about that, or maybe returning back to you. Another thing here, because this is a volcano environment and you're Sagittarius, you're fire. You might be the fire within this volcano, because it's a dead mountain so far. It doesn't have any movement in it, but you might be the first, like that matchstick that falls onto the fire and it just starts the fire. You might be that energy. Maybe you're missing in that mix. We have here a snake. Snake kind of indicates healing, medical healing, maybe physical healing. This can be about like a hospital if you want to work in that kind of a space. But what you're gonna be stepping in there as maybe the mentor mind, mega mind of the space, which will ignite this volcano and keep it going. I see that you're not going to stay in that position so long, because you're walking out of it, walking away from it with authority. You have a cloak above you and there are two eyes on you. You might get some attention after you build that place up. You might get some other things to build up, so which is also a positive thing. But it can be like a short-term thing that will bring a lot of success into your life, or maybe even references that is going to bring a position of authority, that you're going to be in that position. Let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, an intention, hold it in your mind. I see here someone's head is outside of your comfort zone, but they have a big head, so someone might have some good opinions for you to consider. Your desire, whatever it is coming really fast, and your energy field is intact. There's a small crescent moon here. I told you, maybe this is actually someone who's going to give you some advice about some institutional stuff. Crescent moon can indicate government, institutions, power of authority. And also moon is like something is hidden in plain sight that your eyes cannot see. There might be someone outside your comfort zone that you need to talk to in order to receive the necessary information about the situation. Your desire coming full circle. It's coming the first flip, the halfway, like the first try, you might get the halfway. In the second try, you're going to actually get the full circle going forward here, which is positive thing here. And what happens is, I even see a cycle is closing and bringing a tears of joy into your life. In your home, there's a lot of crowd right there. If this is a home of work, for example, your work environment, and which is something that you're selling, you have a product or you have a service, Having a lot of people in there means that there are a lot of customers, a lot of people, crowd coming in to get a piece of that, which is a positive thing. And either way, if this is not really the thing, maybe you're working outside of that, kind of like you're not really merging the home and the work. This can be, like I said, because this is like if this is something that personally own, it can merge the home and the work. Like when you're at home, the phone rings, you pick up, okay? But when you're working for some other place, your phone rings when you're in the office and you pick that up for business, for job. So if this is the case, I feel like if that's the case for you, second option, this can be maybe a retirement, maybe a celebration affecting, like a promotion affecting your home life. That's inviting people over. That can be the situation here happening also. Okay, that's like you're having a big crowd in your home. Let's see what the tarot has to say. I'm going to put it on the side very gently because I dropped them recently. And let's see what that will tell us, what we need to know about this. Tarot has to say. We have the Magician. We're starting the first season of the year. We're going to go season by season. You're starting the first season of the year with a lot of power. The Magician is extremely powerful because he has all the tools in front of him, as you can see. And the thing is, you can have all the tools on the planet, but you wouldn't know what to do with them. The Magician knows, and you know. This is about exploring within the first season of the year. Okay, what can I do with the tools available to me and create magical outcome with that? That's an exploration that you're going to be, adventure maybe, you're going to be setting off to. Don't think of it like outside. Okay, I need to, because sometimes what happens is that's a way of procrastination and saying that, oh, I need to get this, I need to get that, I need to get this kind of tarot deck in order to start record my first video, for example. That can be the thing. That's a way of procrastination, guys. Okay, so whatever is available to you, go ahead and start with that. And it seems like it's gonna work out. It's gonna work out better than ever because the Magician is the alchemist. They can turn the iron, the metal into gold, but first he needs to perform the act that he needs to do. There's a procedure that it's not more about the material, it's about the energy that he puts in there. So it's about the first season of the year. You're gonna start with that. And I feel like there's an incentive also coming forward with the bag here. So you are going to take that step because there is something good waiting for you there when you do. We have Two of Wands here. The second season, I feel like you're going to really get great results within the first. That's why Two of Wands is showing up. Prepare for bigger stuff. Get ready. Grab your pen and paper. Start putting things on the paper. Start planning things out. Creating a vision board if necessary. And start moving towards it. I feel this is not going to happen right away because you're going to see first some results within the first season. And then it's going to inspire you to make more plans because the greener the pastures here. You're holding two wands and like really utilizing that land that is becoming available to you. Within the third season we have here, he's inside of the snow. As you can see, this is different compared to the regular Six of Pentacles, because I feel like here you might be in a position to give or receive. It can mean both of them when it comes to Six of Pentacles, because Six of Pentacles, we see someone helping like people who are in need. This can be you. Really, your plans are working out perfectly and you're going to be in a position of to give to others, or maybe your desires and your needs are going to be magically fulfilled, which is also can be turn around and you helping others as well. It's not only you receiving help situation here. I want to clarify that. And then we have the Hermit, the last season of the year. We have the crescent moon up there. You're going to maybe go back into your shell and start to see what the process was, how you received what you desired here eventually. And then maybe create a formula for yourself to manifest your desires. Two of Pentacles tells me that this is you having the hard work, putting the hard work out there, following the inspiration. And that's how you're balancing things out and maybe even resolving, like if you have a project, finalizing it and getting results that you desire out of it, and then it gives you the opportunity to return that favor to the universe. We have Five of Pentacles here. Five of Pentacles I heard recently from one of the tarot books, audiobooks that I was listening. It says this is a pity party, meaning this you might hear that. You don't have to pick up on that, because because you're doing a lot. This is the third season. You're gonna have to do a lot, work a lot, maybe work on the projects mentally, physically. You might come across with people who thinks that, oh, you're doing so much work, you're never getting out of anything out of it, you're left out in the cold, nobody's helping you. However, you can see the 5 Pentacles here actually forming the tree of life. This is a church window. There's a door to this church. They can walk around and go in there. Okay, but what they're doing is, oh, like, look at the light, so beautiful, and we're all outside. So they're not really taking the necessary action here. I agree with that, like, interpretation when it comes to when you have the 6 of Pentacles, you have 2 of Pentacles, meaning you have many already. And when you don't see also the available Pentacles here, which makes like 6, 11, 13 Pentacles right there for you already. So it is about becoming aware that you're doing an amazing job. Even though things get hard, you know how to balance it out. And if you come across with someone telling you, oh, your efforts are not going to pay off, it's also about a mental challenge, which I feel like you're going to overcome very well, because we have Ace of Cups, your heart's desire, the offer that you're expecting, and the recognition that you would like to get, that will come forth. So it's all about you being in the position of power and sharing what's coming to you. And this can even be a good compliment. I say, when it comes to 6 of Pentacles, whatever that is available to you at this moment, and also accepting the help coming forward as well, because we sometimes have hard time to accept the help. I was watching to Breaking Bad the other day. I just started watching it. I know it's too old. And if you watch the first season, you're not really, this is not a spoiler, but I'm going to just tell, he has all the help available to him. Instead of taking the help, he's being, I don't say proud. I don't feel like that's pride. It's something, it's a negative feeling. He feels small, but what they're offering him is rightfully his, actually. And he doesn't take it because he feels, I feel like there's some like arrogance in there too. Like, I don't know, comment down below. Let me know what you're thinking if you ever seen it. So I feel this is the energy. So don't fall victim to it, because whatever coming is rightfully yours, and you need to make a solid decision about it. It might put you in a corner to decide, but I feel like the Hermit energy here, yeah, this is going to launch something new in your life if you can accept it and move on with it. Hermit, within the last season of the year, you going back into your shell, resting, recuperating, analyzing the formula, figuring out, and actually like coming up with something that will work in every occasion. Maybe Hermit can be you becoming a mentor for others, your experiences that you're teaching to others, so they can also flourish like you have done. Okay, let's see what your element is throughout this year. Then I'm going to pull a deity and an affirmation. We have Earth, home, and my eye caught it, so we're going to look at it. Okay, we have the richness with a marine life and cave for protection. So home, earth, grounding is important. We have here, even though this is 2 of Wands, we have a lot of earth here showing us in this deck for us, meaning ground your energy. If you're feeling overthinking, overstimulated by everything happening around you, the earth, the home, actually asks you to ground your energy. Then the marine life, richness, always see whatever is available to you, and protection with a cave. When the time comes, you need to go back into that cave. You need to collect your energy. Just go ahead and give that chance to yourself. Okay, do not overwork yourself. 2 of Pentacles maybe indicates like losing control of the work sometimes. And the protection with the cave coming forth to remind you that there's always a safe place, not physically, maybe mentally. And when it's necessary, you need to go in there. You're loved and protected in your endeavors. Know yourself. Taking silent time is good for your mental health. Retreating after periods of extreme hard work is a positive be embraced by nature. Okay, we have Scipios, which is the word of power, which means shield in Latin. So it's Hermit, basically tells you after a long period of like hard work. Hard work can be mental work, physical work. You need to go back into your shell, okay, and recuperate. We have your deity as bestower of devotion, Subhadra. And she brings blessings, removal of illusion, worldly power and grace, blessings of devotion to Krishna. So worldly power and grace is very important, because grace is like through gratitude we can actually manifest grace. And grace has many meanings, guys. As I don't have one word in my language to describe that. And in English, I saw that I've been looking at the grace, the world, the meaning of the grace, basically for the last couple of days, and this is very fitting. And grace can mean like the grace of God, the grace and the light and the peace of God being upon us and enlightening in us, fulfilling our desires, bringing our manifestations. So the best way to practice grace and calling grace into our lives is practicing gratitude. That's what I was actually researching. So the last couple days I'm trying to do meditations about them. So this is coming to you to maybe even like give that 10 minutes every day to practice gratitude in order to receive more grace into your life. Okay, devote yourself basically to what you want to create into your life. Let's see your affirmation here. I remove any illusions that hides the truth. The answers are before me. Guys, I don't know what's happening here, but removal of illusion. I remove any illusions is like, I shuffled this deck. I don't know, like this is actually very fitting. It's the answers that you're looking for. Hides the truth, the answers are before me. So whatever that you are looking for, it's already in front of you. All you need to do is just to like removing the illusions, okay? The lies, the illusions, the general opinions that do not really make sense to you, okay? And then see past whatever is waiting for you, past them. All right, beautiful. That's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, I'm going to add some more videos here, and I wish you a magical day. Bye. Hit the subscribe and join the family.